Welcome back to Rex Programming's Introduction to Python. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about strings and creating strings. Let's get started. First, open Atom, and in Atom, in your Rex Python folder, create another folder called strings. In that folder, you're going to create a new file called creatingstrings.py, the Python file. And so creatingstrings.py is going to be a program that is going to help you learn about creating strings in Python. There are three different ways to create a string. You can use single quotes, double quotes, or triple quotes. Now, whether you use single quotation marks or double quotation marks, it really doesn't matter. The purpose of having both of them is for simplicity, ease of use, and to be able to use quotation marks inside of your strings. Let me show you what I mean. So, let's create the sentence, the snake is a 22-foot python. So I'll create a variable called sentence, and I'll use single quotation marks to store the snake is a 22-foot python. Now, if I want to print this sentence, I can do that to return the output to the user, and it will return the snake is a 22-foot python without my quotation marks, which is nice. So, what if I wanted to do this again, but with another sentence? With the double quotation marks instead of the single quotation marks. What would be the difference? Well, let's try it. I'm going to go ahead and switch those out, and now I have a different sentence, sentence 2, that is storing the same sentence, and voila, the snake is a 22-foot python. I'll change this one to 23, that way we can see that they're different. And voila, the snake is a 23-foot python. So using single quotation marks and double quotation marks will do the exact same thing. But what if I wanted to put emphasis on this word python and use quotation marks around it? Well, as you can see, it's not going to work properly because this is now just ending this string. And this is now another variable called python, and this is another string. So I can't really use quotation marks around this word. What I can do though is I can use single quotation marks and then put in Python. So by using single quotation marks inside my double quotation marks, I was able to put quotation marks in my string without a problem. And that was just really easy to do. So now if I print sentence 2, I can have my quotation marks inside my string. And you can also do this with triple quotation marks. But the benefit of having triple quotation marks is that, like you used in a comment, you can have multiple lines, like a multi-line string. The difference is you can actually take this and you can store it to a variable, unlike a comment. So if I were to say, the snake is a 22-foot python, and I'll put double quotes around this one, it'll work just fine. But this is just a comment right now. Let me go ahead and save it to a variable called sentence3. And now if I print sentence3, let's go ahead and try that. It'll return the snake is a 22-foot python. And you see how it's printing it on separate lines? That's because I'm using this multi-line string and I've saved it to a variable. So you've seen that we've used quotation marks inside strings here in both the double quotation marks and this triple line string. And we've created single quotes, double quotes, and triple quote strings, all attach them to variables and printed out those variables. So that's how you create a string. You can store any characters in those strings and use them anytime. Well, that's it for this video. Congrats. I'll see you in the next one.